When morality comes up against profit, it is seldom that profit loses. If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. In the end, anti-black, anti-female, and all forms of discrimination are equivalent to the same thing: anti-humanism. Racism is so universal in this country, so widespread and deep-seated, that it is invisible because it is so normal. Service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. No matter what men think, abortion is a fact of life. Women have always had them, they always have, and they always will. Are they going to have good ones or bad ones? Will the good ones be reserved for the rich while the poor women go to quacks? I am, and always will be, a catalyst for change. We must reject not only the stereotypes that others hold of us, but also the stereotypes that we hold of ourselves. The next time a woman of whatever color or a dark-skinned person of whatever sex aspires to be president, the way should be a little smoother because I helped pave it. Liberty and justice for all were beautiful words, but the ugly fact was that liberty and justice were only for white males. Some fine men are in Congress, too few trying to do a responsible job, but they are surrounded and almost neutralized by a greater number whose instinct is to make a deal before they make a decision. The rest of the world sees through the sham when we pour billions in foreign aid, which is really military assistance, into underdeveloped countries where the citizens continue to starve, as do millions of our own. Unless we start to fight and defeat the enemies in our own country, poverty and racism, and make our talk of equality and opportunity ring true, we are exposed in the eyes of the world as hypocrites when we talk about making people free. There is little place in the political scheme of things for an independent, creative personality. For a fighter, anyone who takes that role must pay a price. Unless nominees are chosen democratically with the widest possible participation in the process, nothing else really matters. That I am a national figure because I was the first person in 192 years to be at once a congressman, black, and a woman proves, I would think, that our society is not yet either just or free. You can't argue with someone whose premises are completely different from yours, where there is not even an inch of common ground. Will part of this nation rejoice at seeing the rest oppressed and reward a leader who has cunningly manipulated its fears and prejudices? Or will a majority of voters insist on a leader who will appeal to their birthright of idealism and their love of justice instead of to their heritage of racism and special privilege?